today's episode, we'll dive headfirst into the world of ethical dilemmas and everyday drama as told by real, really real people on Reddit's Am I the Asshole? We'll explore a selection of threads that put relationships, boundaries, and modern technology under the spotlight and invite you to weigh in on who's right, who's wrong, and whether anyone is truly the a-hole. Get ready for stories that are thought-provoking, relatable, and sometimes just plain outrageous.
If ever your life could be a true crime podcast episode, then this podcast is for you. We're about to embark on a roller coaster of emotions, insights, survival, and stories about escape. So buckle up and let the journey begin.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Escape Pod, the podcast about escaping all of the things.
Yes, all the things.
I'm Charity.
And I'm KB.
And we had to completely change gears today because we are literally escaping some kind of ghost in the machine that is making all this weird noise. So we had entirely different episodes planned out, and it just wasn't going to work today.
Yeah,
so
they
instead of pushing through it, we're like, we need some comic relief.
Yeah.
Because I think both of us are going to start crying. Or at least I am. Maybe I shouldn't speak for you, but
No, I'm pretty sure.
Just,
Yeah, it's just been like that lately. So I could use a little bit of.
I need to freaking laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, what are you escaping this week?
I am just.
Or today, or this minute?
Yeah, I'm just escaping. Like I was telling you a little bit earlier, I am escaping accidentally detoxing myself with dandelion tea first thing in the morning. But I hadn't really eaten the night before because we were so busy, went to bed late, woke up super early in the morning. And I think I just accidentally detoxed myself because after drinking it, 15 minutes later, it was like I got nauseous, really bad
It
onset.
wasn't like microdose something in your tea. I mean,
who knows?
who knows these days?
But anyway, so yeah,
it's
but
botanical.
That's good. It took me a hot minute to realize, like, oh shoot. That's what I must have done. Because I woke up feeling great. And then
I do know that detox feeling where your head pounds and you're like, because the toxins are trying to get, and before your bloodstream can filter, or you can filter it out of your bloodstream, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you go and get a massage sometimes when you have, and it's like a really deep massage and they'll tell you drink lots of water. Yeah. Because otherwise you're going to get a headache because it's your body's trying to flush out those toxins. Yeah. Same feeling. What about you? What are you escaping?
I am really, 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 really sick of doing interviews.
Oh, I know.
We're hiring for a lot of positions right now. We just weird confluence of events. For the love of God, if you are going to apply for a job, read the job description.
Oh, absolutely.
Just read it. Just read it, please.
Do not rage apply. Stop doing that, by the way. Everyone. Or whatever it is.
Lord, it is just... And we're at that stage, and I'll talk more about that of when I'm escaping too. We'll talk more about some exciting things on the hiring front. But you just wouldn't believe the stuff in the last week and a half, 2 weeks that I've experienced in these interviews.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is what I'm trying to escape. It's just this never ending of like, please just read the damn job description.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm escaping.
Are you ready to re-enter the workforce or find a career that actually fits? Or maybe you're an employer, tired of noisy platforms that miss the mark? Try Focus, a smarter hiring tool that helps you cut through the noise and focus on what matters. Visit focus.work today. That's FOQUS.WORK.
Well,
so let's laugh a little
let's
bit
laugh.
because we've had quite the month. I don't listen to it or really, I'm not on Reddit a whole lot, believe it or not. Even though I talk about Reddit, I'm really not.
you're on there when you go to research for things.
Yeah, that's it. But there's one podcast I listen to in their fan club. They do Am I the Asshole? So I hear them tease it, but I've never heard them do it because I don't. If it's not right on Spotify, if I have to like go, and I get that, like gated content. Mm-hmm. Now a lot of them are delivering it up on the platforms you listen on. I've noticed that shift recently, so that's kind of cool. We'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So I just haven't done that because I'm not going to go through the extra steps. And anyway, so I'm like, I'm going to go check this out because they talk about it an awful lot, and these cracked me the hell up.
I can't wait.
Okay, so
So what do I get to gauge?
You can actually, are they the asshole or are they not? You get to, Oh, yeah. Who's right, who's wrong? They are funny. Okay, so this one's from Throwaway 83. Wait, 830-583.
Okay, first of all, where do people come up with these names? Like, I
have no way
sometimes if I could wonder the history of like Throwaway, and I don't remember the last time you pulled up Reddit, you gave us some, and the names were just out of this world.
Oh my gosh, yes. You know who's really good at this is my children.
Yeah.
In their phones, how they have people like me.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my daughter's phone, I think I'm the giver of life.
Oh.
So when I call her, it's the giver of life. It just cracks me. They're all so creative, and like I'm so.
Yeah, the name is who it is.
So when we're playing games and stuff, and it's just like there's all this wild stuff, and they hate playing with me because if we're doing something where you have to pick, like apples to apples or something, and you have to pick. My husband's always going to throw either the raunchiest, most sarcastic, something that's going to get a reaction out of somebody, and I know this. But then they all kind of do that to me. And then I'm going to pick, they're like, she's going to go literal. She's going to be literal. I'm like, yeah.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
It's what I'm in the mood for.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's my choice. What resonates with me? If you don't like it, don't play with me.
By golly.
And then we fight and we go. No, I'm kidding. We don't. We have a great time.
Is she the a-hole in this situation? I'm just kidding. Okay.
Yeah, she might be. No, I get ganged up on a lot, actually. So, okay.
All right.
Right. I, 19-year-old female, am in my first week of college. I've had Life360 with my parents since I was about 16 for general safety reasons, which is a great idea. However, they're a bit overbearing and controlling about where I go, even after I turned 18. I found myself being extremely stressed about doing very normal things and being worried about them getting upset. Before I left for college, my mom asked me to leave my Life360 on, joking about how she wants to know what ditch to get me out of if something goes wrong, which I completely understand. But my parents have been obsessively checking my location since I've gotten here. They've mentioned in passing places I went, literally like the stores to buy stuff or to school, when I didn't tell them I was going. They've been pressuring me to go to church and checking my location frequently to make sure I am. I don't want to, but I like to keep the peace. It's a bit uncomfortable. I'm wondering if I'd be an asshole if I told them that if they don't stop stalking me, I'm going to turn off my Life360. I understand their reasoning behind wanting me to have it, but it's uncomfortable knowing that wherever I am, they're probably looking constantly. I'd appreciate any input y'all have.
I would suggest telling your parents to cut the cord. Yeah, and I think that's hard. Because it's one of those things where I am a parent of a teenager, and so it's like I do want to know where she's at from time to time.
What is she, 14 though? Like
yeah, she's little.
Young, yeah.
But so like I'm hoping that as she gets older, and we're going to be experiencing this soon, she's going to be driving, you know what I mean? And she'll be out with friends, and it's nice to be able to know where they're at, but there's a point where you've just got to trust it. And my gosh, like I think about when I was growing up, again, we didn't have all this technology. So if my mom and dad were like, be home at 10, thankfully, you're welcome, parents. I was a good kid. I would be home at 10. But there's plenty of times and plenty of people who are not home by curfew. And then the parents probably do worry and they can't see where your kid is at. Like, you have to let people and your children just live their lives, right? You can't always have your thumb on them.
I mean, I think 18, you know.
Yeah.
In some cases, 18's very young. In other cases, I have some employees that are 19-year-olds that are incredibly mature.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it depends on the person. I know for our son, you know, we didn't really have issues with our daughter. I think there was one little issue, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
That we just didn't allow social media accounts.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember she was a senior in high school, and my friend Kari, who she used to nanny for, my daughter would nanny for, kind of our extended Doyle family.
Okay.
She would say, well, she said something about social media. I said, yeah, Sierra doesn't have Facebook. She just goes, are you sure? And I went, oh, no, she doesn't. And she was 18, right?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, oh boy, well, them's the rules in my house, little girl, right? So, yeah, so we had to have that conversation. But with my son, smartphones were around. It was a lot more accessible. And so I started to grow worried about like the whole pornography thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have friends who are teachers are talking about first graders
Yeah.
looking at porn videos on the playground. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And so at a very young age, hit puberty, I talked to my son about the industry.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, some people would like you to believe that people very willingly go into this industry and it's a noble profession or it's this, that, and the other thing. I said, but the reality is that so many people are forced into this industry, and you have to be aware that this thing you're watching and this person you're watching have these experiences. They could very well be doing that against their will.
Yeah.
Because they have no other choice. They're drugged, they're threatened, there's something like that. And you have to think, like, would I be cool with this if this was my mom or my sister? And then we also put something called Custodio on his phone, on all of his devices. And it was cool because he knew we could see everything. Any search, any text message, any phone call, like all the things.
Yeah.
And so we would dip in if we suspected something.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he was going off to college, I just said, well, hopefully all these lessons stuck and you've learned how to respect women and, all the things. And I'm not gonna babysit. So we discontinued the subscription, and he's a great human being. So
yeah. Well, both your kids are great. They're both really wonderful. Yeah. So I don't know. I think there's a time and a place for to be able to see, your family's location. I even check my husband's location from time to time, just to see like if he's been gone like a long time. And I'm like, gosh, he said he was going to be coming home.
Yeah, is
like,
he in a ditch somewhere?
Yeah, is he in a ditch somewhere? Is there something like if I can't get a hold of him, and so I can see him on there? I use it for my mom.
We did it with when Alec went to Mexico this last summer.
Yeah,
because I'm like, that was a whole thing.
Yeah.
So he's going to Mexico, not like in a tourist area, but like to Mexico City.
Okay.
For a wedding.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not missing this wedding. I'm like, okay, well, I'd kind of like to know. So I would. Every night I just go look like, ooh, what's Alec doing? And then I'd find the address and, oh, he's in a park or he's in this restaurant or whatever. And just like, oh, he's having fun. Yeah. But just in case.
Yeah. Well, no, and I think...
I mean, who knows if any of this stuff's true, but we hear horror stories about things that go on in Mexico. And, who knows? But it's just like, just be safe. At least you can track.
Yep.
And then while we were at it, because we were kind of doing it as a family, then we all now can see each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I think
that's the first time we've done it.
Okay. So like, let's say, which I like. I mean, I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that if it's not intrusive and somebody's not having their thumb on you, you're an adult, like finding some balance there would be good. But I wonder, like, the times where it's like if you are searching and they are, like, let's say on the side of a road in a ditch, and it's like, how do you know? What do you do in that moment? Like if he was in Mexico and it's like it stops moving.
Yeah.
What do you do? Panic? I mean, like, how do you proceed from there?
Llamar a la policía.
You know what I mean, though? Like, yeah, I call down and be like, hi, 911.
Well,
my son, I've been tracking him. I've been watching his little dot, and now it's not moving anymore.
Moving.
Like,
maybe he's sleeping.
I don't. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe
like,
that's his condo. I don't know. I will tell you. So after we were married and living in the Twin Cities, my best friend at the time, so my college best friend Julie, was going to come and visit. Mm-hmm. So she was on shift. She was going to drive all night. She calls, says, yep, on my way. This is great. She never shows up. And I'm like, oh my God. She is literally in a ditch somewhere on Interstate 90. So I start like calling all of the like highway patrols that I could, across like different points. Like, have you seen anything? Da 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 da. It turns out that asshole just changed her mind and didn't think to freaking call me, and there were no cell phones at the time.
Oh, no.
She has flaked out on me so many times that we just don't even talk anymore. I'm like, I can't with you.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you were dead.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway.
Sorry to all the parents, too, pre-cell phones that stayed up late worrying about their kids getting home late.
Maybe
anyway.
that was karma for me. Okay, this one is cherry oatmeal.
See what I mean? Like, they're like, okay, pick a name. This person was eating cherry oatmeal for breakfast.
Maybe.
And so they're like, that's going to be the
Is that a
name.
thing? Cherry oatmeal? I've never seen cherry oatmeal.
I've never seen it either, but
Strawberry, blueberry.
yeah, cinnamon.
Okay.
Brown sugar, cinnamon.
All right, so cherry oatmeal's question is, am I the asshole for not changing my annual backyard party plans for my boyfriend and his kids? Okay.
No.
Okay, I, 42 female, have been hosting an end of summer party with my neighbors for years. It's always the same setup. Adults and kids come, we all celebrate together, and at some point, the kids go to sleep while the adults continue the evening. This year's plan was the same. I was going to bring my kids, 16 and 10-year-olds, inside to sleep at our home, which is right next to the backyard. From the balcony, there's both audio and visual access to the yard, and my kids also have a phone they can use to call me if needed. After putting them to bed, I plan to go back to the backyard for a little while longer to enjoy the evening with friends. I'd invited my boyfriend of 6 months, 46-year-old male, and his kids, 5 and 7-year-old, to join us. He declined, saying that he didn't feel comfortable leaving his kids to sleep at my place since they hadn't stayed there before. He also didn't like the idea of putting them to bed at my place while he stayed outside with me, or going to bed with them while I stayed outside. I told him I understood completely and I didn't have a problem with him choosing not to come, but then he got upset and said that he and his kids weren't actually welcome at the party because of the way the party was set up. I explained that this party has been running for years with the same format and it's not really something I can or want to change for one guest. My view is that guests can decide if the event works for them, and if not, they don't have to come. In his opinion, I should have left the party with him and our kids when it was bedtime. On top of that, during the party, I didn't have time to call him because I wanted to focus on my guests and enjoy the evening. He was very hurt by this too, saying I should have made time. This all turned into a big argument. So am I the asshole for not changing the setup of a tradition and for not calling during the party to accommodate my boyfriend and his kids?
No, he's the asshole.
Yeah. Me.
Yeah, I would run.
I would buy him a freaking pacifier.
Yeah.
Maybe a box of Pampers. Like, here you go, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I'm not wiping your ass, but here's poor baby. Oh, poor baby.
Yeah. No.
Grow the hell up.
That's
You're 46.
Yeah. No.
You can imagine a marriage to that person.
Controlling. That would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Guilt trips galore. No. Please go away. So I agree with you. All right. Savings pomegranates 85. Am I the asshole for telling my neighbor to mind their own business? Ooh, I love neighbor stuff. Okay, I've been having issues with my neighbors for a while now, and my family and I usually just try to ignore them. My 5-year-old daughter is friends with their kids, and honestly, I don't like it, but I can't stop her from being friendly at school or on the bus. I just told her they can be school friends and leave it at that. I always make my daughter breakfast before school and pack her lunch. About a week ago, I got a letter saying we owed money to the cafeteria because she was eating breakfast there too. And I was confused until I found out the neighbor kids, ages 5 and 8, had been telling her to go with them to the cafeteria and eat with them. Obviously, I don't want to pay for extra meals when she's already fed, so I told my daughter just to go straight to her classroom in the morning, and she's been good about that. The problem is, now while we wait for the bus, the neighbor kids constantly ask why she can't go to the cafeteria anymore. The 8-year-old has even started calling me crazy and psycho right in front of me. Their mom just laughs and doesn't stop it. The other day they asked again and I finally said, please learn to mind your own business. The mom got mad and said I was rude to her child. I'll admit I was frustrated and fed up with the comments, but I don't feel like I was wrong for asking them to stop. So is Savings Pomegranate 85 the asshole?
Again, no. Your neighbor mom is an a-hole. Like, yeah. I would never, even if I agreed with my child, even if I thought that said person was crazy, psycho, whatever, I would not allow my child to talk to another adult.
No, ma'am.
In that manner, ever. And I would not. So that's another thing. Like, as a mom, I don't talk to my children about other people in a negative way. Yeah. Like, I'm sure over the years, maybe there's been something that has, I get frustrated with somebody and something might kind of slip, but like, we are very careful about what we say about other people. But yeah, no, that is nutty. Nutty.
Ooh, I could see if that had been me at the bus stop, it would have been go time.
Oh, my goodness.
someone does that, like, I know my triggers, like, I will react and just launch. I won't even know what's coming out of my mouth, but it's like,
watch out. Yeah.
Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. This is from fun_palm. Am I the asshole?
Like P-O-M?
Palm, like, yeah, palm.
Rasasumba?
Yep.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for calling out my cousin when she tried to blame her body odor on me?
Oh.
Oh, boy. Okay. I forgot what this is. So this is going to be a treat. Okay. I'm 18, female, from Ontario, Canada, and my cousin, 19, females, from Florida. I'm staying with her family in Florida. We were out at midday at an outdoor restaurant, and my cousin's boyfriend, 20-year-old male, was to meet us. My cousin had a sweaty body odor, but she had an active day. The boyfriend kissed my cousin is probably what it's. The boyfriend kissed my cousin, and she introduced us. At the table, he made a face. When I was looking away, my cousin tried to whisper to her boyfriend, but I heard her, "The smell is from my name. Please don't say anything." I said, "The smell is not from me." The boyfriend got his nose close to my cousin's upper body and smelled her. He kissed her on the top of her head and told her it's humanizing when such a beautiful woman gets smelly. She laughed awkwardly. On the ride back home, she told me that I unnecessarily embarrassed her. She said I broke the girl code. Am I the asshole?
No. Again, I'm like, hello. If he's that close to you, can smell who it's coming from. And what a weird comment for him to like kiss her head and be like, it's humanizing.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's kind of cute though, when you think about like how, and I don't know when this will, do I have a date? Let me see.
I think.
Oh, this is actually pretty recent. So when you think about like body image and what you see on social media and, you know, everybody's got to be perfect and all these things, it's kind of like,
she's human.
You know what? People frickin' sweat.
Yeah.
Newsflash.
And sometimes it
sweat
smells bad.
Different than others. Some people have body odor without even doing anything. Some just don't.
Yep.
We were talking about that, Teresa and I, doing like the genetic testing, the DNA testing, can actually tell you that.
Oh,
and
really?
she's just, so we got off on that. One of the things is like, and I think it was her family line, they just don't, there's no body odor.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy?
Even if they eat a bunch of garlic?
Yeah. Just no body odor.
That's nice.
Like, well, that'd be great.
Well, and I think now
market
too,
something.
Well, growing up, we always had we always had all the aluminum in our deodorants because nobody, I mean, that's what there was. It wasn't a thing. And then now, since we know, and they're marketing, you know, different, more natural deodorants. And then some people altogether, it's like, there's like different salts you can rub in your armpits. There's,
I use salt spray,
whatever. Yeah. There's all different kinds of stuff. So it's just kind of like whatever, you pick what you want to do. And even the natural stuff, sometimes it wears off. It doesn't last all day. Yeah. And so there's been times where I'm always self-conscious of that. Like, and there's been times when we'll be outside working, doing whatever, and it's like, I can smell myself. Mm-hmm. It's not horrible. It's not this super pungent, but I can smell that I'm sweating. But there have been people, too, where I've passed where I'm like, okay, it is pungent. Mm-hmm. Like, how can you not smell
what's
yourself?
going on?
And
nostrils?
Yeah, it's just a simple thing where I'm like, I don't know. I guess like when I can smell, even it starting, like I will go simply, guess what? Some soapy water works wonders.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, just go and then wash your hands when you're done. Like it's okay. It's better than, because it's just bacteria, right?
Yeah.
That starts to smell.
Yep.
Anyway, but yeah. Well, I don't know that I blame it.
I don't know. I think
she's like, take one for the team.
If this would have been my cousin, I would have been the I am not.
I probably would have been like,
I am not going to be your scapegoat, lady.
Yeah, it's me. I'm
Listen,
smelly.
girl, that's breaking the girl code. Don't throw me under the bus. No, you're not my. Would she say they were cousins? No, yep, cousins. So we're divorcing now, right now. Okay. All right, this one's from Lunatic Cross. Am I the asshole for saying, I'm sorry to hear that?
Oh.
Depends. I, 35 male, have been planning an outing with a group of friends for a while. We're all busy, so a wine tour and then dinner took some effort for scheduling. One of our friends, 30 female, Texted me the day before stating that she is ill and not feeling well, so she can't attend. No real issue for the group, as I ate the cost for her spot on the tour and I can't understand that. Sorry. As I ate the cost for her spot on the tour and dinner, basically. I responded with, I'm sorry to hear that. No worries. Get some rest and feel better soon.
What's wrong with that?
No response. Since then, she's ghosted me when I texted asking if she feels better. According to mutual friends, she thought my message was callous.
Oh.
I currently assume she is just upset because I didn't reschedule the whole event, but that seems unreasonable to me since it took months to plan. Has the saying changed and I'm unaware of it? I'm so confused. We'll all be meeting again as a group. I hate walking on eggshells around a person, but don't want to apologize for no reason either. I'm either super confused or this chick's just unhinged. I'm sorry to hear that.
Was this a text?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's ill, not feeling well. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Was she thinking, I'm sorry to hear that you can't come and you've just put me out because now I have to eat your cost? Or I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling well. I hope you get better soon.
Either way, I still feel like I'm sorry to hear that.
He's callous? Okay, well.
I think that saying I'm sorry to hear that and then moving on is totally, this person on the receiving end of that clearly has some issues, as I guess is what I would say.
Just count yourself lucky she's ghosting you because.
Yeah, because I mean, clearly.
It's going to be some other drama.
She wanted something else.
Yeah.
And you didn't read her mind properly.
Maybe what she wanted was, please, I'm going to stop the world.
Oh no.
We're gonna rally. We're just gonna wait. You please tell us when you're okay, and then we'll do this again.
Without you.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Yeah.
So, diva, no, thank you. Okay. Abbreviations fair 886. All right. Am I the asshole for telling my sister she wasn't always the chosen one? Uh-oh. Before my brothers and I were born, my mom had a child with an old boyfriend, Penny. Her boyfriend / Penny's bio dad didn't stick around. My mom then met my dad when Penny was 3 and they got married. My dad adopted Penny. My mom then went on to have me and my brothers with our dad. Growing up, Penny was always the apple of my dad's eye. He gave us all attention, but he always went out of his way to make it equal. Around the time she entered her teens, Penny would make the joke, Dad's stuck with you guys, but he chose me, or refer to herself as the chosen one. My brothers and parents always thought it was hilarious. I thought it was obnoxious. If our brothers and I were ever discussing what traits we got or didn't get from Dad, Penny would break in with, I didn't get anything from him except his last name because I'm the chosen one. Now we're all adults, and Penny still trots that out from time to time. Recently, it came up when my siblings and I were out with our partners for drinks. One of my brothers had a newish girlfriend, so she wasn't aware of Penny's story. Penny was telling it, shoving it in that she's the chosen one. I admit I was a little drunk and said, chosen by our dad? But you weren't chosen by your first dad, huh?
Oh.
Penny got a hurt look on her face. My brothers told me that was uncalled for. Even the new girlfriend was looking at me like I was a douche. I said this story is just getting old. We've all heard it. It's a little ridiculous. My boyfriend ended up calling us an Uber and getting me out of there. Well, of course, word's gotten back to our parents, and they're pissed at me, saying I was rude. I said Penny was just being obnoxious. Am I the asshole?
A little bit, yep. So, because here's my thing.
That parent abandonment,
that's a real deal.
That is hard, even when you have someone amazing adopt you and try to fill that void.
Absolutely. And that's something that little sister is not ever going to understand. Thankfully, she doesn't personally have to understand that, but she should kind of search that a little bit in trying to understand that that's where her sister keeps saying that, because there's probably part of her that feels a little bit like an outsider, and so to say that I'm the chosen one makes her feel like she fits in, right. And and I feel like razzing within siblings is a healthy thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would say little sister needs to kind of reflect on that a little bit. Like there's some underlying whatever there, but yeah, that was a low blow.
A little gut punch there. Yeah. Okay, this one's euphoric underscore name 2640.
What is it?
Euphoric
Okay.
underscore name underscore 2640. Am I the asshole for telling my mom she can't come to my wedding anymore?
Depends.
Okay.
What did Mama do?
Let's see. So a few years ago, I found out I had a sister I never even knew about because my mom gave her up for adoption. Hello. Since then, my sister and I have gotten really close. We talk at least a couple times a week and live in different states. We meet up about twice a year and FaceTime with our kids regularly. For my mom's own personal reasons, she doesn't want to meet or speak to my sister. I don't know why, but I normally respect that's her call. Also, my mom and I have had a rocky relationship for years. However, for my wedding, I want my sister there. So I gave my mom the option and was upfront that my sister would be there so my mother could make an informed decision about whether or not she wanted to be. I even told my mom I would not hold it against her in an effort to try to respect the boundary, but it's my wedding and I want my sister there. My mom is saying that I'm being selfish and not actually respecting the boundary, and I'm depriving her the opportunity to be at one of the most important events of my life, and that I'm trying to force her into a relationship with sister. That if I don't uninvite my sister, then my dad won't go either because he supports her. Which, when my dad called me, he said he did not say that. He just said he hopes I take my mom's feelings into better consideration because she raised me. She also said that she wouldn't be forced to be near my sister or be a part of my life. Mind you, this is my wedding. I told her I'd understand if she didn't come and that no one is forcing her to be there. I got sick of the drama from the family, so I told her she wasn't invited anymore.
I want to dig deeper into that. Like, there's some stuff that, like, why?
Holy crap.
How? Because what's going on with that mom and daughter situation on the first one that she gave up? I would like to think that, and again, this is where everybody's relationships are different. Not all moms are rosy and full of sunshine. But I'm like,
what?
If it
just blew my mind.
Yeah. But no, I actually heard an adoption story recently where the baby was a product of rape.
Yeah. And
so the mother carried her and then gave her up for adoption, wanted nothing to do with it. And she was a young mom.
Yeah.
But then because it was a product of rape, and that's understandable. You know what I mean? And so again, it goes back to those like feelings of that young girl grew up in a family, you know, a couple of parents adopted her. But there was always that longing for that mom, but she also understands like why the mom doesn't want to be in her life, but that's like a double whammy. But even in this situation here, I'm like, is there more to the story? Like, why does this mom not want anything to do with this other daughter?
Right.
I would think a second chance, like you gave her up for adoption and like now these two have united and they're bonded, sisters. Yeah. They've bonded. Like, why don't you want to bond?
I don't know. This one, I didn't actually always pull it because some of the polls were still going on. Mm-hmm. This one, voters said this person was the asshole. I disagree. Having an asshole for a mom.
Yeah.
Who was not at my wedding. They were not invited to my wedding. Like, I'm kind of on her side.
Yeah. Well, it is her wedding.
Yeah.
And clearly she's bonded with the sister. And at the beginning of all of this, she's wanting her mom to come, right?
Yeah, she wants her, but just wants her to be informed and not blindside her,
Absolutely.
which I think is respectful.
Which I think is very respectful. So no, I don't think she's a butthole.
All the other ones were voted not the a-hole. This one? Nope, I'm sorry. The sister, she wasn't the chosen one. That one was voted an asshole. And this one, not coming to the wedding, which kind of surprises me because I'm like, if it's her special day, can't you just suck it up? I want to be there. My daughter wants me there.
You should
for
suck
her
it
special day. I'm going to be the bigger person. This might make me incredibly uncomfortable. But also, you're right. You don't know the circumstances. Yeah. Was this a product of rape? Does she just feel super guilty for not and doesn't know how to, like a wedding isn't the right space for her to face that. Like, who knows?
Yeah. There's way more to that story.
Yeah.
So,
I'm like, we can video it for you. I don't know.
If I'm a mom, I want to be at my girl's wedding. I want to be at my kid's wedding.
Of course you do, but you know, you're not going to get to control who they marry.
Nope.
And then when it's their wedding,
yep.
I haven't gone through that yet, but
yeah,
there's a chance one of my kids is going to marry someone I don't like or approve of.
Yeah.
I hope not, but I see
it happens
friends
all the
go
time.
through it, and I'm like, oh my God, that'd be a freaking nightmare.
Yeah.
So I hope it doesn't happen.
I don't think it will.
But
not to you anyway.
Well,
I feel like your kids are both pretty good off that way.
They are. We're all really close, but you just never know.
Listen, if they come to family game night and they can't hang, they got to go.
Oh, speaking of, so the one time my daughter did bring a boyfriend to family game night.
Oh.
Did I tell you the story? Oh, my Lord. Okay, so this was Tim's parents pre-Alzheimer's, pre all the stuff. So they were here visiting for Christmas. And they were the sweetest people. Anyway, so it's approaching Christmas. She's dating this guy. I don't think we'd met him yet. I'm pretty sure we didn't meet him yet. And I'm like, well, why don't you invite him? Like, we're playing games, you know, he can come hang with the family. And so Tim's parents are quite elderly. I mean, mine are young, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just a weird dichotomy. But usually when kids are around elders, they're at least a little more like respectful and behaved, typically, right? So we're at my big kitchen table playing games. I don't even remember what we were playing. But first, mind you, this is just this white kid, very white kid, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
Talking as if he's from a different ethnicity.
Okay.
And it just wasn't coming off very well.
Okay.
It was like a wannabe something, right?
Okay.
Like, you know that.
Like he's all gangsta, cool kid.
Yeah.
Cool guy?
Like, you know that song by Offspring, Pretty Fly for a White Guy?
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay.
This is the
Fly
guy.
for a white
He was pretty fly
no.
for a white guy. He was trying to be pretty fly for a white guy. And so I was just like, how about we use like real English right now? Like Sarah's grandparents are here. Let's just like be respectful. And then all of a sudden, like, we're playing a game and he just drops the F-bomb.
Oh.
And we're sitting across the table and you know my looks and I'm just looking at him. I said, excuse me? Excuse me. And he's like, I think this game is over. And I mean, my in-laws were just like, what is happening? Like, this is... And so my mother-in-law and I go into my bedroom and Sierra's like getting this guy the hell out of our house. And I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, what are we going to do? I said, I don't know. Like, if I say you're not dating him anymore and she runs away with him or what, like, right. Oh my God. I said, I don't know what to do. And so I just kind of like played it cool. Sierra's like, you didn't really like him, did you? I'm like,
oh,
nope, that was a little bit disrespectful. Like, he's
how could you
meeting
tell?
us for the first time, meeting your grandparents for the first time. Like, he needed to kind of keep it together. And I just didn't know how to approach it because of how I was as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, if my parents said, you're not seeing that person, it'd be like, the fuck
I'll show
I'm not.
you.
Like,
yeah, watch me.
This is what I'm going to do, right? So I was like terrified that karma was going to bite me in the butt. So anyway, a couple of weeks later, she comes to me and she's like, I'm breaking up with so-and-so. And I'm like, ready to do somersaults.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, really? Why? And she's like, well, he texted me asking me to have sex with him.
Ew.
I'm like,
ew.
And she's like, and I already told him that's not on the table. Like, it was gross and it was blah, blah, blah. And so he was that disrespectful and cringy.
Yeah.
And she still went to break up with him to his face. But anyway, that was yeah.
Oh, well, she dodged a bullet there.
Family night.
My goodness. It's nice to have those kind of relationships with your kids and to be able to talk, and we can't expect our kids to listen and follow direction on everything we give them, especially as they get older and they're able to start making their own decisions. But I think it's a beautiful thing when you have that kind of relationship where they do come to you for. Yeah. I had that with my parents. I hope my kids can have that with us.
See, I didn't have that with my parents, but it's so cool that my kids have that with us.
Yeah.
Like Alec, I won't go into details because this is super personal, but he's in his second year of college, undergrad, And he calls one day, text, can I talk to you guys? I'm like, oh God.
What's wrong?
First thing I'm like, please tell me no one's pregnant. Like, and I would not suspect that from him, but it's just like my, because it sounded pretty serious. And it wasn't that, but it was relationship stuff. And he just like, the way he can just openly talk to his mom about what he's feeling in relationships and this dynamic. And I'm just like, this is so freaking cool.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
It's a beautiful thing.
Are you looking for an early morning boost or that midday pick-me-up? Check out the Homebrew Coffee Shop, a coffee shop with a cause on the One Heart campus. At Homebrew, you'll find hope for a home in every cup. It's home to delicious coffee, sweet treats, breakfast, and lunch items. It's a great place to meet friends or host small group meetings. Homebrew is located at 201 Kansas City Street in Rapid City. Open Monday through Friday from 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. We'll see you there.
All right.
Well,
what are you escaping to? Because clearly getting away from me is probably on the top of that list.
it is. I can't wait to get away from you. No.
Headphones?
The headphones. I'm ready to get out of them.
They're irritating me.
My scripts. But so this also happened yesterday, but I'm going to escape to it again because it was so joyful. So sometimes when I'm doing mundane tasks, I like to put on music, whatever, different stuff, just to kind of like, I don't know, settle in. And so yesterday I was doing like website updates, boring things. And so I'm like, I'm going to find I have a record player next to my desk. I don't
cool. My daughter does too.
I don't always listen to my record player because you have to switch them out. They play like 4 songs and then you got to flip it over. But I was just in the mood. I was like, I really am anxious to like listen to a record. Sounds good right now. So I'm looking and I'm like, want something kind of chill. Nothing too crazy. And I'm searching through all these records. Most of them are my parents' old records. Yeah. But I have a couple of my own in there too. And I come across one and there's one and I'm like, oh, what's this one? I haven't seen this before. And I pull it out and it's Nat King Cole Christmas. Cool. And it's never been opened.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And it was one that I had purchased but completely forgot about. And it was like a little gift to myself. And I like slid my little nail through it, opening it up, pull it out. And it's this beautiful, like, tree green, like transparent green vinyl. And I pop it on and it's like, I recorded it. I sent a snap to a few friends because Charity, the joy that I felt, I know it's early for Christmas, but the joy that I felt in that moment just transcended me back in time to like my living room as a kid, listening to Nat King Cole and just like it was just like just transported me back. Cool. And I just was like, and then so I sat there listening to Christmas music yesterday afternoon while working on boring website updates.
I will admit that is not an approach I have tried.
I'm telling you, it was
that is not an approach I've tried. The only time I listen to Christmas music is when I am putting up the Christmas tree, decorating. Yeah. That's it. Otherwise, it's like it gets under my skin. And I think it's just because, like, if I have to hear the Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas one more effing time.
There are certain songs.
It's just like, and it's usually, that's the first one I hear for the season. I'm like, that just enough already. Can somebody else create some
I don't
Christmas
even want to hear it anymore. But
and I keep trying to find new stuff during the holidays. Like, come on, there's got to be some, popular bands that are putting out some kind of Christmas. No,
See, I'm an oldies gal. I like that traditional, like Bing Crosby, Johnny Mathis, Nat King Cole, like all those oldies. Like, I just love them. So anyway, what are you escaping to?
I don't know. What am I escaping
nap.
to? A nap would be fabulous, but then I wouldn't sleep again. Now I'm just doing this thing where I'll fall asleep easily, and then about midnight, bing, hi.
Oh,
here I am. It's time to go back to work.
Let's think about all the things that we have to do.
Yeah. Nicole said something about people on the team, like if they're thinking about a problem, putting it on their timesheet. I'm like,
well, then we're not clocking out ever.
That's what I said. I'm like, how many hours is 24 times 7 a week? Yeah. I mean, like, not a chance. Yeah. Not a chance. She's like, no, you're right. That's kind of ridiculous. But
it is.
Anyway, I think what I'm escaping to is I keep going to check our Focus admin panel. Mm-hmm. So we've talked about the platform before. I don't remember if we've done it on this episode.
Yeah.
Did we do it?
I don't remember.
Because we've recorded kind of twice today on accident.
Yeah.
And we've had re-recordings lately. And it's just we've had a lot of technical issues lately. But anyway, it's an
not
employment
me.
platform like Indeed or ZipRecruiter. You can check it out at focus.work that work, W-O-R-K, not org.
W-O-R-K.
Not O-R-G,
Yeah.
work.
Work.
And fixes all of the issues. So like no call, no show.
Mm-hmm.
Click. That person gets a bummer. You just lost points on your score. Anyway, it's a motivational technique that helps people like learn what their blind spots are, why they're not getting selected for things. And it helps them be better.
Yeah.
And step up. And then it gives employers insight into candidates. It shows them their character and things you don't normally get to see from resumes. So we're like ditching the resumes. It's kind of cool. Anyway, we've had some setbacks with that. I won't go into the litany, the long list of things that I had no idea would be a thing in building a software company. However, it's all working now. It is gorgeous. It is rocking and rolling, and we have like the right team and stuff's starting to pop. So I'm watching it every day and it's like, here comes more people.
Oh, it's fun.
So that is what I just can't wait to go log in and kind of see like, oh, it's moving, it's happening. Yeah. So this has been a labor of love and stress for the last 3 years.
Yes.
Oh, that just made me feel super heavy.
We'll take that back off your shoulders because it is rocking and rolling.
Yeah. So. Hopefully this is going to be I
think it's going to be the year. I told you that already.
This is
2026, baby.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
A couple more months and we're going to be.
Well, let's wrap this baby up before we go into another rabbit hole. You want to start? You want me to start?
Yeah, I'm going to start.
Okay, do it.
Thank you all for tuning in. We truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you like what you heard, please share it with a friend who you think might enjoy it. And be sure to follow and subscribe to help us grow.
With your help, we can make a real difference in the world. The Escape Pod is a podcast for a cause. So if it entertained you at all, maybe you just want to shut it off. That's fine. But it still would mean a lot to us if you would leave us a 5-star review wherever you listen and just take a couple seconds. And this is the reason. Broadening our reach means more ad revenue, and that ad revenue supports people who are escaping the unthinkable. I mean, we have human trafficking victims. We have domestic violence sufferers, single moms, like people just escaping life on the streets and completely transforming their lives. We just had an event a couple weeks ago, and we had a graduate come back and talk about that whole trajectory. And you know, for those people who think that it can't be done, someone visibly drunk on the streets, it can be done.
It can be done.
It can be done. And this gentleman is a testament to that. And we're just so proud of him. But that's a way you can support.
Absolutely.
Leave us a review. Help people find us. Generates ad revenue. You can also support the show by becoming a patron. You can do that at escapepod.live and connect with us on our socials through there. For those of you that like social media, you can send thoughts on future episodes to us at justbecause@escapepod.live. Tell us how we did. Tell KB you like her shacket. Or you can send your personal escape stories to us at escapeartist@escapepod.live.
Well, that's a wrap on this episode of the Escape Pod. Remember, trauma may be inevitable, but how you grapple with it is optional. So stay resilient.
And keep reading Am I the Asshole threads.